Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you've ever suffered from hair loss and wondering, could you get a VA disability for alopecia or how much, today's video is for you. So, what is alopecia? Alopecia is basically hair loss, and it can appear as patchy spots or even more widespread thinning. The most familiar form is alopecia areata, and it's an autoimmune condition where your immune system attacks your hair follicles. In more extreme cases, you may see alopecia totalis, which is complete scalp hair loss, or alopecia universalis, which is all body hair. There's also scarring alopecia, where hair follicles are destroyed and replaced with scar tissue, making regrowth almost impossible in those areas. So, what causes it, especially in veterans? Well, you have autoimmune disorders where the body basically attacks itself, skin conditions, stress, including military stresses and deployments, certain medications or treatments taken during service, tight hairstyles, physical damage to your scalp. In short, there are multiple pathways and sometimes a combination of factors. So, how does the VA rate alopecia? Well, it's under DC 7830 and 7831. This is where things get concrete, where the VA will consider when assigning a disability rating. So, under diagnosis code 7830, which is scarring alopecia, and diagnosis code 7831, which is alopecia areata. Scarring alopecia, which is less than 20% of your scalp affected, is a 0% rating. 20 to 40% is a 10% rating, and more than 40% is a 20% rating. Alopecia areata is if your hair loss is limited to your scalp or face and not all over, that's 0%. If all body hair is lost, scalp, facial hair, that's 10%. The key takeaway is the VA's highest rating for alopecia is 20% in only the more severe scarring alopecia. Most cases of alopecia areata may give you a 0% unless it's extensive. So, proving a service connection. Getting a VA rating isn't enough. You have to prove that your alopecia is related to your service or aggravated by it. You'll need a current medical diagnosis from a medical professional to document your alopecia and its severity, an in service event or aggravation, something that's happened to you during service or worsened that condition that you can tie to your hair loss. And three, a medical nexus, arguably the hardest part, which is the link, aka a medical opinion, evidence, and expert testimony showing that your alopecia is connected to your service event. You'll also need supporting evidence, so photos over time, scalp exam, medical records, dermatologist reports, etc. Be as detailed as possible. VA exam reports, dermatologist reports, biopsies strengthen your case. Filing a claim for alopecia. Here's how you initiate that process. The VA allows online filing for disability claims. Alternatively, you can use the VA Form 21-526 Easy and submit via mail, fax, or in person at a VA regional office. But be sure to include all evidence, which are your medical records, nexus letters, photos, and in service documentation. Don't leave anything out. Expect back and forth with the VA. You may be asked for future further exams, clarification, or additional evidence. Alopecia as a secondary condition as well. Sometimes alopecia may not be directly service connected, but can arise secondarily from another service connected condition. Here's an example: an autoimmune disease like thyroid problems, skin disease, and medication side effects. If you show your alopecia is caused or worsened by a condition the VA already accepts, you may get additional compensation. Here are some frequently asked questions and myths. Can you get a VA disability for alopecia? Yes, under the right circumstances. Is alopecia considered permanent? Not always. Scarring alopecia is likely permanent. Non-scarring types may change over time. Do wigs or hair pieces affect the rating? No, the VA base your rating on the condition itself, not the cosmetic solutions. Let me mention the post I used to build this video. It's called Alopecia VA Ratings, the Ultimate Veterans Guide from the VA Claims Insider blog. If you want to see the full blog with tables, FAQs, and more examples, check out the link in the description below. If you found this video helpful, do me a favor. Hit the like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you don't miss similar content on VA benefits and claim strategy. Also, leave a comment. Do you have questions about alopecia or have you tried filing a claim? I'd love to educate you on this disability. Until next time, stay strong, know your rights, and get what you rightfully deserve. I'm Terrell. This is VA Claims Insider. And as always, thank you for serving with honor.
This business is not sponsored by or affiliated with the United States Department of Veterans Affairs or your state's Department of Military and Veterans Affairs or any other federally chartered veterans service organization. Other organizations, including but not limited to your state's Department of Military and Veterans Affairs, a local veteran service organization, and other federally chartered veteran service organizations provide this service free of charge. You may qualify for other veterans benefit services outside the scope of what this business offers. All disability claims for increased ratings are processed by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs. This business cannot expedite the processing of your claim by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs.